I would say currently a dream that I'm pursuing is doing ministry through music full time. Growing up, I was really sheltered as a child, so the only thing I really knew was Kirk Franklin and Donnie McClurkin, which is there's nothing wrong with them, but there's so much more music out there than just that. I mean, I feel like music is everywhere and it impacts everybody. I don't care where you go, I don't care who you're with. There's always gonna be music in the background. You go to a Whataburger, there's music. You go to a Target, there's music. So I realized, like, in middle school and in high school, listening to other artists, that this can be really impactful. I could really use this, and I feel like God gave me a gift to hear it differently than other people hear it. So I've always wanted to make an impact through that. So when I first started beginning the steps to getting serious about my music, I was working for this camp up in Maypro called Lakeview, and I would run sound for them, and we would meet all these different groups. So one day, these girls from this group came up to me and they asked me, they're like, "Are you a rapper?" And I kind of looked puzzled because I was like, "Is it the skin color? Is it the way I look? Like, why y'all think I'm a rapper?" And they say, "Well, you just have some good music." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So they asked me to rap for them, and I told them no. And then they asked me, did I write music? And I told them yes. So I knew in my head, like, I could do it, but I didn't want to be embarrassed in front of them. So I told them no repeatedly. And then eventually they wore me down. I actually performed for them, and they ended up really liking it. So from that point on, I think that God opened the doors for me to start pursuing my music, but all from that little first step. So when people hear this music, I want them to know that God had an impact on my life, and that they don't have to settle for the hand they're dealt. That they don't have to stay stuck in whatever mess they're in right at that moment. So for me, my mess was a factory. I worked there for years. I sat around not really knowing what I was doing. I would go to work, go to school, go to my other job, go to work at the other job again. So I would just repeat the cycle daily. And I came to a realization, like, this ain't really what I want for my life. So eventually I said, okay, God, what do I need to do to get right? And slowly and maturely, those doors opened up for me. And once I pursued what I felt like God put in my heart to do, all the worry, all the stress that I had, it left. So I want people to feel what I felt when those weights got lifted. I want people to realize that their dream doesn't have to be just a dream, that they can actually go get it, and this is something that's actually attainable for them. So that's one thing, like one reason why I'm doing this and striving to get this EP out. Advice to somebody that's just getting started, I would say connections, number one. You gotta be connected. I know we get in this mindset where I don't need anybody, or I want to do this on my own but you need people. You gotta have people that in your circle that are strong. You gotta have people that are actually in your circle or in your corner for you. And two, I would say commitment. One thing I've struggled with like my entire life, I'm gonna get real for a second. One thing I've always struggled with is either laziness or just not wanting to do something, like, oh, I'm just gonna put it off to the side, because procrastination, I just want to get it over. I'll do it later. I don't really need to do that right now. And God's been dealing with me over the past year, just on procrastination alone. So I would say timelines, set up timelines, make sure you gotta get this when you know you gotta get it, and make sure you have a tight circle and get the right people around you that mean good for you, and always keep God first. If he ain't in it, you might be successful, but not to the level that you think. So if God ain't in it, I would say you should reevaluate your situation. So just those three things.